Hello, this is going to be Monarch of the Sword Iseria's unit review and a bit of showcase. So we've been unveiled the latest ML5, Monarch of the Sword Iseria, and she's a light knight. And let's go through the preview video for a bit.
Reveal thyself, Sword of Light, as decreed by the World Tree. I bestow upon you the revelation of radiance. I am the Monarch of Dumblaya,
Right, so not
and
bad
the one
S3
chosen
animation.
by Elbrus.
So, she's the Monarch of the Swords. Elbrus Ritual Swords unit. So, of course, as a Iseria, no more Ranger, cannot change the light. Alright, so I don't really care about the backstory. Let's go and see the stats. So, as a stats, she's a light Knight Taurus. So, same stats as Senya. However, Senya has the additional 30% attack, but she does not. But same base speed, health, and defense. And self-attack imprint is up to attack percent.
Has relatively
so with
high
attack percent imprint, you should already know that she's gonna be
attack and health,
attack
and can
scaler.
increase her attack
Let's go
further through her
skills.
imprint concentration. Skill 2, Elbrus'
Alright, skill 2, the Elbrus successor. So this is a passive, and it increases her pen res by up to 70%. If I'm not wrong, let's just see.
Increases pen.
Yeah, increases pen res up to 70%, and with this, she actually does not get hit by any like pen res options, like let's say Genesis Ras. Bystander Huayang, later I'll show you a fight against her. Then yeah. So second line, all counter attack chances are caster are doubled. So essentially this is a counter attack unit. So you actually have counter set, which gives 30%, if I believe. Later I'll check it out. And Elbrus Future Sword, which is 20% counter attack. So those are doubled, up to 60 and 40% respectively. And when counter attacking, if the target is a hero, you trigger a counter attack from the foremost ally. And after you attack, you grant a barrier to yourself, proportional to attack right here, to the caster for 2 turns. So this counter attack is actually pretty strong.
Resistance
I've
by
seen
up
it
to
already.
70%.
And let's just see the
all
demo.
counterattack chances of the caster are doubled. When counterattacking, if the target is a hero, triggers a counterattack from the foremost
So you see triple Elbrus Sword, and then like
ally. After
so I don't know why in this case does the Hera counter first before the Iseria.
attacking,
But
grants a
essentially,
barrier
it does not work that way.
proportional to
The Iseria counters first, then the front unit counters.
attack to the caster for 2 turns. Skill 3.
Alright, her skill 3, Dawnbreaker. So after you inflict fracture on the caster and dispelling all debuffs, so it's a self-dispel, you attack all enemies, and you inflict additional damage proportional to a caster's attack on the target, and 25% injuries based off of this proc damage. So what is fracture? Fracture is a unique buff/debuff to yourself. You increase your attack by 20% per stack, but decreases your own defense by 5% per stack, and can remain up to 10 stacks. And this is the big one, which is remains after reviving. So any revivals, they actually bring your Iseria back. She will actually still have these fracture stacks, and she can still ramp up. So at max stacks, which is 10, you go up to 200% attack, and at max stacks at 10, you go up to negative 50% defense.
Dawnbreaker.
But I've seen the
After
damage is pretty
inflicting
good.
fracture
So let's
on
see
the
the demo
caster
of it.
and dispelling all debuffs, attacks
The main thing is also it's on 3-turn cooldown, so it's actually relatively fast.
all enemies with the power
Although
of the
you don't have a
ritual
skill up
sword.
for,
Inflicts additional
cooldown.
damage proportional to the caster's attack on the target and up to 25% injuries. Fracture is an effect that increases attack by 20% but decreases defense by 5%. Can stack up to 10 times.
So you see here.
Remains even after reviving.
So you see the proc, it actually does quite a bit of damage, and it decreases their injury based off of the proc attack.
Skill 1.
Lastly is S1. It is called Revelation. So you attack your enemy with a sword fragments and penetrates the target's defense. So this penetrating of defense is pretty good. Basically, you ignore the defense stat of most characters, and then when it triggers counter attack, you activate Sword of Duty instead. So what is Sword of Duty? After you inflict fracture on the caster, so again another fracture stack on yourself, you attack your enemy with a ritual sword, and increases your combat readiness of the caster and the foremost ally, except for the caster, by 20%. So this part of it is actually pretty strong. you actually can cycle your unit in front quite often, and then it goes up to 25% essentially, and the foremost ally. So basically, whoever's in front also gets cycled, freeze conjure radiance push in front for free. Then you also inflict additional damage proportional to caster attack of injuries up to 20%.
Attacks the enemy
So
as a
I didn't see
sort
this
of
part of the
duty
kit previously,
after
where you
inflicting fracture on the
foremost
caster.
ally
Attacks the
combat
enemy
as
with
well.
the ritual sword and caster.
So let's see the attack.
Intense soul is consumed, increases damage dealt.
As decreed by the world tree.
Alright, so it's pretty good, but this is the main part of the damage here later. So this is the S3 coming in.
I am the blade that saves the darkness.
So you can see here, after the proc damage does happen, actually the injury does occur afterwards. So later I shall also show you off of my attack on auto comms that we'll use. Alright, so this is covering her skills. Now let's move on to show you how I built the unit itself. Alright, so here, this is my Iseria that I have built. It is currently on... Let me get it for you. It's currently on a counter pursuit set. So pursuit set is especially good because of the additional fixed damage that it does. So you can go and refer to the set itself. Additional damage dealt increases additional damage dealt by 20%. So this 20% actually does add up. As well as counter right now, which is 30% chance to counter attack. And with her passive, which gives your additional doubled chance, it goes up to 60%. And alongside, I also got the max average sword, which is 20%. With her passive, it goes up to 40% total. So essentially now I'm trying to build up, which is a bit of FRS, some health and some defense, and a bunch of attack. So the attack is especially good is because of the attack scaling part of her kit, which is basically here. Inflicts additional damage proportional to a target's attack, and as well as here, additional damage to the caster's attack. Yeah. So now I will just go ahead and show you a couple of arena fights with it. So let's take this one, and I'll show you auto comm against this 5.7k unit. Alright, so what do I have here? I have Bicentennial Huayang on the default full tank build, but on RPG. Then I have enough here for damage mitigation, as well as the additional 10% defense off of the Monarch of the Sword. Any random Rowena can do. I have just my counter set for fun. And lastly, the Iseria itself, which you have seen. Alright, let's go ahead and fight it out.
Someone needs to be made an example of.
Alright, let's just turn the auto
Unworthy soul. Let your death burgeon this land.
So auto comm is essentially just ensuring that you just counter, and then each counter that you do, you actually do back some major injury damages to the opponent.
For the finale, an ensemble of
Variant
and
despair. But all
Guard,
this is
reveal
mitigated.
thyself.
Okay, first
Sword of
counter
light.
I was careless.
you actually boost your point 9 units, so let's see the Ruka has got cycle fast.
Poetic justice at its finest. You've only got yourself to blame. I was careless.
This spear will be the spear of protection.
So in the full auto comm, you don't really do anything, you just do one job and then work.
So, the footsteps following me.
Were from you?
So this is a full tank Barunka, so I should continue
As
damage.
you command.
You can see Barunka is actually here, but you see after the counter, I think it boosted up so far.
I was
ahead.
careless.
With the authority that courses through this body, I shall fulfill the revelation upon
Now
this
0
land.
S3, now
was
here comes the injury damages, boom,
Surrender.
injured.
Let my guard down.
So it's especially good on
I was
it's
careless.
especially good on tanky damage dealers. I get to do this damage. So let's switch down this here to Yuka, so I don't want her to actually revive the units.
Let's ride! You fall short.
Right, counter, fracture. So I think one of the major weaknesses of Iseria right here is actually basically debuff first. So with any debuffing units itself, you actually do a major decrease in your attack capabilities. So let's see where Huayang jumps.
May the
Alright,
holy
Huayang actually jumps
light
my Iseria, which kills it. Undown.
save us all.
Poetic
I
justice
think
at its
I win
finest.
is because
You've
I
only
do
got
have
yourself to blame.
strong RPG. So actually I still do die to bystander Huayang with the 10% damage mitigation. Let's see Huayang's skills.
I will not give in to despair.
Ignores damage reduction and damage share, but does not ignore 10 rest. I guess it's just enough damage, huh? Alright, let's not bore you with
You
this.
think watching
and I
from
will
the
skip ahead
sidelines
to the next
absolves
fight.
you? First come, first serve!
Alright, so this is the end of the fight. I actually won the match, even with my Iseria dead, because, you know, Rocket Punch Content is just a very balanced artifact. So let's move on to the next attack. Alright, let's see. Alright, here. So we can fight against a ruler as well. So same comp.
May the light guide us.
Same. Enter the
Vitals
fight and press
check.
auto.
Looking good. Now, wakey wakey.
A conductor
So I
exerts
think it's
total
Iseria.
take.
But
Reveal
it doesn't really
thyself.
matter because
Sword
in
of light.
this case I have actually interacted enough to actually counteract the provoke when he does occur.
First come, first serve!
The promises of this spear
60% and 40%
will
chance to
not
counter,
be
but
forgotten.
This doesn't happen. Okay.
Better hold on. Don't go flying off on me now.
How futile. As you command.
This? Okay, so a very important thing about Iseria kit as well. S1 counter the enhance S1 does require you to land a hit in order for you to do the proc damage. So you saw in this case, the proc damage only came from Rocket Punch Gauntlet over here. But it is what it is, you know.
Be it that this
Like,
body
it doesn't stay in
crumbles.
the skill kit, but you do require to
I am the
hit
blade
the
that
target
cleaves the
strongest
dark.
in order for you to do the initial hit damage.
Just wait and see.
Like,
Allow me to awaken your desires. Generous Rekos.
Alright,
Please
so
protect
the
us.
fight. So essentially this is a very slow auto combo, it's very reliable. Because essentially
Reveal thyself.
what you actually do
Sword
have
of
is
light.
just counter attacking like crazy and then you just get to just hands
All
off.
is as unorchestrated.
You fall
Guard
short.
down.
For hope
So Ruel comes back and she revives now.
that will shine through the despair.
But doesn't matter because it's just a full auto comp.
Did I make you nervous?
A little ashy.
Let my guard down.
Come on Elbris.
Let my guard down.
Not
Yeah.
block my path.
So you
First
see
come,
Cassie
first
is
serve.
very fast even though
This
it's very low.
cause will not be tolerated.
She has to thank her readiness push to get off of the counter.
Ready to ride? I'ma leave you biting the dust.
Just wait and see.
In the wrong.
Did I make you nervous? Don't reject it.
I'm simply hastening your future. With a steadfast resolve, we can secure our victory. A wish for a miracle.
Let my guard down.
Just wait and see.
As decreed by the World Tree,
Alright, there we go.
I bestow upon you the revelation of radiance.
Did I make you nervous? Ooh, spicy.
Guard down.
This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Room for me.
Better hold on. Don't go flying off on me now.
This can't be. I, Ruel, hereby swear
He just right
to lead everyone to victory.
Reveal thyself, sword of light.
So now he's on 7 stacks already.
Let's ride.
So she'll be on full power.
Here. They are finished.
7,000 damage.
May the light free you from despair.
So I don't plan to kill her. It's just purely a turn 2 unit with the options to just counter attack. Then
As you command.
another fracture. Boom. Died.
First come, first serve.
With the authority that
Another
courses
HP again.
through this body, I shall fulfill the revelation upon this
Like 9
land.
stacks now. 16,000 pop on 9 stacks. Alright, it's pretty decent.
Another fracture on my
So
body.
there you have it. Iseria is pretty good.
I have no room for
As a
regret.
turn to,
All of
you know,
this is to
slow
realize
unit.
the
So you
revelation.
can see I've been climbing with her. I'm at 5,400 points. But yeah. So all in all, I do think that she's a pretty decent unit. She does have kind of weaknesses in that she dies pretty fast to debuffers, and her biggest counter yet is actually just Mod. It's because Mod as a unit is balanced in the sense that she has this passive where all heroes except for the caster cannot counter attack. So if you do plan to play in RTA, do make sure that you ban Mod. But I don't play RTA, I only play Arena, and Arena no one runs Mod. But yeah, so essentially she's fairly decent just to do debuffers, and if you got no clans then she's pretty bad. But yeah, alright, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching.